Hopefully, it's setting up the stream. That would be fantastic. Oh boy, okay. Bum ba da da dum da da dum 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 da da dum 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 bum 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 da 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 bum 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 ba da dum do do da 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 do do do. Hey, Ad Astra. Hey, Ad Astra. Woo! Are you for real? Hope that you are having a good day. Howdy, 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 howdy. Okay. Boy. Getting in the groove here. Got some coffee and correspondence. Gonna be, hopefully, talking with Tommy Boy soon. Though not yet. We've got a lot to catch up on. Okay. So let's see here. We've got OBS set, except for the camera. Where's my green screen? Grumbles. There should be an entire screen just for my first. Oh, that's right. We have the ability to fly to the storage area. Woo! And get 6 of these. And then fly. Fly, fly away, oh glory, fly. Fly away in the morning. Ba-dun, dun, 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 dun. Fly, fly away. There we go. That's better. Okay, green screen is on. Hi, everybody. Okay. Got some extra material going on. Hey, Dottie Matrix. Hey, Mahi Zero O. Hope everyone's having a fantastic morning. I was up late working on editing. I'm pretty happy with where I left the episode for the most part. I have a solid rough cut that just needs a little bit of what do you call it? Oh boy. A little bit of voiceover work. So if we're gonna just do some voiceover work real quick for the transitions, might be good to do it over here where this button can be loaded. Okay. Morning, Drew Baca. Okay. So let's go ahead. I'm going to hit the start recording button. HermitCraft Season 9, Episode 60, blah, segment hotel. Voiceover only. Take 1. Action. Now that we cleaned up that mess, where are we going to put it all? I appreciate those folks helping me clean all this up, but who's going to help me haul it all off? It was nice of my pals to help me blow all this up, but who's going to help me haul off all the refuse? Now that we're done with our work... let's try that again. Now that we have cleaned up our mess, why don't we go have a little fun? Let's play Total Chaos! Now that we have... Thanks to Pearl, all of those shulkers are being hauled away as we speak. I think it's time we go enjoy ourselves a bit with total chaos. Okay. And then we need to... Okay, so that's the voiceover part. I realize that we still need to actually do a part with an actual video in it that I didn't bother doing. So let's go ahead and rename that file and make sure the audio is actually good. That's the wrong one. HermitCraft Season 9 episodes helping me clean all this up. Let's play Total Chaos! Enjoy ourselves a bit with Total Chaos! It was nice of my... Audio sounds fine, so we're gonna rename and upload that file so I can retrieve it on the laptop. I like to upload my working files onto a server off-site rather than transfer them directly between the computers, so that way I've got a backup of all my working files as I go. So a quick upload of that 68 megabyte file, we can then re-download over here. Okay, download on the laptop. Teeny tiny hotbar Joe Hills, indeed. Yeah, we are 20 away from our first face camera expansion milestone. Morning, NB the Sponge. Morning, Arrow Awesome. Okay. So, now that I've got that audio knocked out, I wanted to do one set of takes of that, and then if I think of anything I'm missing in there, because we've got a few big transitions in the video. We go from working on the hole to talking to Pearl, and then we go from cleaning up with Pearl over here, which looks a lot better than it did, admittedly. After we clean up with Pearl, just out of curiosity, has she actually hauled any of this off yet? No. She really doesn't have room for half of this stuff. Well, while we're over here, I don't really... Oh, I do not the gravel. Oh, is this one actually just garbage? Partially... Oh, well, I haven't named or colored all those yet. Okay. So... Okay, let's think through this. Store the surplus here. It's gonna take me a minute to wake up fully because I'm still drinking my coffee. So why don't we use some of this time? Kindle SMC is referencing one of my tweets. Why don't I post that for everyone to read? Here is my tweet about the Spider-Verse movie that I just saw yesterday. Transit Biker Tips 10, who says, here's some coffee money for all these lovely morning shows. Thank you very much. That puts us 10 away from our first face camera expansion milestone. Anyway, Kindle has just sent a message asking about a tweet. In the tweet I wrote, just saw the second Spider-Verse movie. Beautifully animated and fun. But cowardice on the studio's part to make it 2 movies instead of one longer film with an intermission. I cannot recommend paying full theater price for half a story. This could have been our Lawrence of Arabia. And Kindleist says, Joe, I saw your spider tweet. Was it referring to a future second part, or was it a reference to the film being a second half to the first film? It was clearly a distinct film from the first film, but it feels like the second half of it feels like The second film in this Spider-Verse trilogy is not written like the second film in a trilogy. It's or at least it's not edited that way. The way they edited it was like they just ran out of time and had to get something out the door. Like the first everything but the last 10 minutes or so of the movie is basically perfect. And if it had just said intermission, like Lawrence of Arabia, and then you come back and you get the second half, I think they would have had an actually perfect movie. The only reason I'm complaining about this at all is because it was almost a perfect movie. But instead, the last like 10 minutes of the movie, and I'm estimating here because I didn't use my watch in the movie, the last 10 minutes of the movie was kind of a trailer for the next movie rather than a satisfying way to end this film. Like, it feels like the studio got involved. It doesn't feel... And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is the artist's intent. But, like, since the artists were so good at every other part, I'm kind of dubious. It really feels like there was some tampering. And it just, like, left a bad taste in my mouth. That, like... It's like going to a restaurant where the chef is great, but the owner's kind of a scumbag. And then your friends are like, how was the food? Do you recommend that restaurant? And it's like, the food was amazing, but I don't know if I can recommend that restaurant. Like, but it does not feel like they... It felt wrong to me on, like, an instinctive level. Like, the way the editing was just at the end. Everything up until that point was basically perfect. Which, if it was just a complete waste of your time, you know, I would tell you, oh, well, it's a complete waste of your time, don't see it. But it's an almost perfect film that they botched the last 10 minutes of. For no reason other than that the studio was greedy, as far as I can tell. This was a true attempt at epic filmmaking without the follow-through from the studio to deliver an epic film. Instead, they delivered half of an epic film. And I'm... like, I don't know, I'm just in shock that they could take something that was so perfect and not do it all the way right. Kindle says, could they salvage it if the third film is phenomenal? Well, the way to salvage it if the third film is phenomenal is to not see the second one in theaters. The ideal viewing order for this movie would probably be, or not viewing order per se, but the viewing schedule for this movie would be rent it the day that the third film comes out, then yell intermission at the end of it, and then drive to the movie theater and watch the third part, the third film. Like, because... And maybe if you go in after my warning, not expecting a whole movie, you won't be as mad as I was. But I was annoyed because I was like, I thought, like, there's a big difference between having a movie that ends on a low note, setting up the third film, and a movie that ends with a 10-minute trailer for the next film. Like, they didn't leave us in suspense as well as they could have. I would have... There's a scene where somebody's talking to Miles's parents. I would have basically entirely cut. And there's a scene where Miles goes to another universe. This is a film about dimension hopping. There's a scene where Miles goes to another universe that they should have, like... The last we should have seen Miles should have been him going through the portal. If you were trying to set this up as a film where you walk out of there and go, wow, there's a lot of ways they could go with this. I'm really excited to see the next one. But instead, they just immediately are like, you want to see where we're going with this? Here's a 10-minute trailer for the next movie. And I'm like, they could have taken like a 3-second glimpse of that next film and put it at the end of the credits, and it would have felt more like this was a complete film. But because they dragged it on 10 minutes into the next film story, it just feels like they chopped it off arbitrarily. And once again, this is otherwise a perfect film, basically. I have very few complaints, if any, about almost anything at all. It's not because it's like, the rest of it was pretty okay. The rest of it was amazing. This is just, it really feels like studio interference. When everything else is done so perfectly, and this is just like, ugh. Salem tips 10 and says, Monday correspondence streams always make my week start off well and thoughtfully. Glad to hear that, Salem. That's one of the things I'm striving for today myself. Let's actually go borrow some sponges real quick. Get this gravel out of my way here. Yeah. Basically, yeah, Kindleless. There's a scene where Gwen talks to her dad that could have basically been the end of the movie. That could have been the denouement that sets up everything else. Spider-Man says it broke the longest animated movie record by 4 minutes. Well, that was a mistake. They should not have done that. Gawanda, sorry. Kindle says, I know what Dune Part 1, seeing it knowing fully well I was getting half a book made it more palatable for me. I will say, though, like, Dune Part 1 is a much better standalone movie. The way it's edited, like, where they end it, like, Dune Part 1 did a better job of this, let me tell you. But, like, I feel like with Dune, yeah. Yeah, Dune was better advertised as a 2-part movie. But, yeah. Kindle says, Dune did have the advantage of Frank Herbert splitting the novel itself into book 1 and book 2. Yeah, and that's the thing, is the pacing of this film, it feels like this was, they have Miles go into the portal and Gwen talk to her dad, and then you have the intermission. This, it just, like I said, if it wasn't such a good movie, I wouldn't be so annoyed. So I'm not trying to nitpick here. I'm just, like, when a studio has, like, objectively, like, one of the best films that they could possibly make on their hands, like, don't be cowards about it. Follow through. That's the part that annoys me, is they were either greedy or cowards. And I can't tell which. Probably a combination of the two. Spider-Nom says, the pacing of the film, which is in particular Spider-Verse, was fantastic, but then the end hits, and I walked out of the theater like, what? Brian Love says, are you on a single-player server? I am today. There's nobody else here right now. Because it's Monday. It's morning on Monday. Everybody's busy doing other stuff, woo. Kicking in the back seat, hanging in the front seat. Which seat should I pick? 'Cause it's Monday, Monday. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Monday. Everybody for the weekend, woo. Party, and yeah. Speaking of Mondays, is Tommy's internet fixed? I believe Tommy will be joining us today. But that's just because we talked about it 2 weeks ago and Tommy's generally reliable. But I have not, like, checked in and been like, hey, we still on for today? So, if I'm wrong about that, some of that's on me. I'm just not a big let's touch base about touching base kind of person. Tommy says, I saw my name in Twitch chat. What's happening? Oh, people are asking if you're calling in with the newsletter today. I muted the stream due to Spider-Verse spoilers. Ah, no, that's fair, Tommy. Have you unmuted the stream to hear the stuff about you? Yeah, now we're talking about Tommyverse spoilers. I almost said Tommyverse spiders. That's fine. Tommy says, yes, I can hear you. Yay, we did it, everybody. Nope, Queen says, when a delicious meal almost makes it to the table before getting dropped on the floor, it's much sadder than dropping the raw ingredients. Yeah, you're right. Tommy will not be calling in due to a cold. That's fine, Tommy. If you have any questions, just post them for me in the chat there. In the Discord. Excuse me. Okay, we are running a little low on torches. I had sticks. But I don't have them here. Well, I guess we can make a block of coal, make some sticks, make some torches. There we go. Yeah, Tommy, you can put whatever screenshots you want in the newsletter. But yeah, do please take them yourself for the photo from a photo credit standpoint. We don't have a formal attribution policy for viewer submitted screenshots. And I'm too lazy to write one, like, while I'm also playing video games. Kindle says, should the policy be we will link or attribute either in-game name or Discord name? No, we should probably be linking to this person's website or other stuff. Like, if we're doing the newsletter in hypertext, we should be, you know, taking advantage of the medium. And I don't have the time to figure out what a sane policy is for that right now. So we'll just let Tommy take his own screenshots for the time being. Uh-oh. Okay, so let's see. How do we want this to go? Shalom M says, how far do you need to go, Joe? Too far. I'm actually sorting that out now. I think, really, this might be good enough right here. Just knowing that this cave comes out to there might be good enough. Probably shouldn't be doing this without my scuba helmet or trident, but you know, whatever. Can stuff spawn on scaffolds? For some reason, nothing has spawned on scaffolds. That doesn't make it right. Sorry. Stuff can spawn on scaffolds, but can't pathfind on them. That's interesting. Huh. That's a very interesting problem for mobs to have. To be able to spawn somewhere, but not be able to do anything about it. Good day, Jay. Morning, Quirky. Morning, Ellis. Cat string can go. Okay. So where was the tunnel? I'm regretting removing the water and sand before marking the precise tunnel location. That might have been an oversight. There it is, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's why it's almost invisible. Because it doesn't really pop out there very well. Okay. Morning, Daniel J. McGrail. Hope you're doing well. our shulker situation is getting tight. It's a lot of blocks just floating there. Turns out digging holes is a big part of this game. Dotbit Gaming says, what's the plan for this hole? This hole is the elytra path between the furnace / skeleton spawner and the mine entrance. It's a lot better than the old path between the skeleton spawner and the mine entrance, I'll tell you that. Much bigger. I'm mostly dealing with the water pockets I already found with the sponges. We're not looking for new ones. But there's... I mean, I found a reasonable amount the other day. So we're just clearing those out. Yeah. So this tunnel here leads to the outside world. That's just downhill flow entirely, it looks like, at this point. Whereas over here, this is still like source blocks. Bit Gaming says, you and the other hermits are doing a fantastic job this season. Thanks. We try. Okay. I'm trying to use a combination of Silk Touch and Fortune Picks because sometimes hermits need smooth stone and sometimes they need cobble. I'm not like, it's not like we're out of one or the other. I'm just mixing it up now so we don't run out or other. Yep, we are on our way to the portal to dry the sponges next. Let's first open the same ender chest 8 times. Boom, 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 boom. Dun, 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 dun. La da dun, 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 dun. Yeah, so this is the nether portal we use for sponge drying. Okay. 55. Come on. Where's the 39th one? Did it go through the portal? Yeah, there it is. Okay. Hey, morning, Badger. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's all the sponges we really needed at the moment. That's gonna singe the ceiling. Yeah. Ann says, just saw your face cam because you stretched. Yeah, we are currently... Oh, wait, hold on. We got 10 from Salem and 10 from Transit Biker. We actually hit our $20 milestone, and I didn't... I'm too not awake. I was still, like, trying to sip my coffee, and I guess I didn't do the math. We're doing the $20 milestone, and we hit the milestone. For some reason, I thought we were $1 away, but 10 plus 10 is actually 20. So yeah, please direct your attention down here to slot 9 where I'm putting the hot in the hot bar so I can say howdy, all Grow Hills here, expanding as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Dee-da-dee-da-dee, dee-da-dee-da-dee, sorry about that, Salem. I just, still waking up. Still waking up. Yeah, now that we put the sponges away, I feel like we can take down the setting up stream sign. Stream is set up now. Yeah, addition before coffee is the problem. Okay, let's get the torches back out here. Salem says, I didn't notice either, lol. My coffee also hasn't kicked in, yeah. Sorry about that, Salem. Thanks for understanding. Ooh, okay. Torches, torches, torches. Keep those blocks on. Torches. Torches, 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 torches. Sounds like there's actually some birds this morning. Hold on. Okay. Oh, we're almost full over here. That's not ideal. Gonna need more shulkers. How many diamonds do I have left? Yeah, we're just gotta go buy some shulkers, I think. Because, yeah, we used... Oh, we didn't even use all the shulker bugs we had. Never mind. What am I doing? Let's just make some shulkers here. Dang it, there's still a dead zone between the two beacons. 3 beacons. Ugh. It's very... a little bit annoying, I'm gonna be honest. Okay. And now someone's running an angle grinder. It's Nashville. There's always construction somewhere. Sorry about that, folks. Anne says, do you actually need all this room to fly, or are you just collecting stone for the hermits? No, I actually want this to be, like, flyable. This is... I am, intentionally creating this space because the old space was terribly insufficient. The old connector between the mines and the, okay, so this is the old connector between the mines and the furnaces. And it's just this ladder. Look at how long it takes to go down this ladder. Cool, now I'm down at the mines. Oh, I can't even fly around because the ceiling's so low. Right? That's not good. Nobody wants that. And then you see how long it takes me to get to, like, where there might actually be mining to have happen? From there? Way too long. But here, the new one, I can go from there at the bottom of the mines to here. Like, super fast. Welcome, Moth. Here, I'll put out a light for you. How are we outside the range of the beacon again? This project is just slightly at too large a scale for convenient beacon use. Let's take one of these and put it back here as our new, like, collector of cool blocks box. We'll hold on to the totem. We can put this back away. Oops, it's the box. Wait. Put these over. Okay, we're making some progress. This one's just garbage. Okay. Put that there, I guess. Welcome, Jai. Okay, definitely still some lighting issues over there. We got a zombie spawning. area to get with the sponges, but that's fine now. Pick up these blocks. Is a construction noise coming through too loud? Sorry, it's part of the living in the city. I can close the window or turn off the camera mic, or not camera mic, window mic if needed. Okay. Should probably light things. You're not hearing that angle grinder? Okay, great. It might be a table saw. It's hard to tell. Loud to me. Hey, Stephanie Hall. Stream is going well. Okay. Okay. How long have we been going? About an hour. I should probably mention that tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Excuse me. I have not gotten to any of my actual, like, Monday weekly planning correspondence stuff yet. Because I'm just trying to get some early momentum on this part of the project. Chloe the Great and Powerful writes, it really does feel like having the window open on a sunny day. I'm so glad. Whew. Well, hey, Mr. Hardluck. I'm glad you had a good wrestling match the other day. Congratulations. Okay, so here's where we're gonna go. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna just look. You know what I see from here? I see the spawner. I see where we need to cut into there more, but this is okay on the whole. Oh, God. I need more coffee. Just breathing in, breathing out. Removing blocks all about. I actually made myself breakfast this morning since my daughter's home from school for the summer, or at least for this week of the summer. And so I made just bagels. So I'm a little bit slower than usual, which is one of the reasons we're kind of getting a chill start here, rather than just jumping right into planning. I like to give my food a little bit of time to digest before I start doing anything too cognitively loaded. Okay. How are we for sand? I think is the next big question here. We're basically out of sand. I'm not sure I love that. Elytra-wise, we're about halfway through. We have a lot of broken picks at this point. So I'm kind of thinking, let's go make a run. Let's grab the gravel as well, and we can consolidate the lapis while we're down there. Okay, consolidating gravel. Too low, too low. Pull up, pull up. Okay. Make some blocks. Okay, we can throw the other stuff in the other stuff boxes. Anything in here have mending on it? Doesn't look like it. So technically it was mending on it, but it's fine. I'll put that away. Put that away. We'll let that despawn. Okay, so to the portal. Just check on something real quick. 2 hours, 12 minutes, and 52 seconds. Okay. You don't need to pick up a million ender things. And a whack, whack, whack. Yeah, we have a lot of diamond pickaxes. Okay, so yeah, correspondence. I haven't even started looking at what's going on over the weekend. Okay. Other unread messages here. Did somebody take the crowns out of Mumbo's button? They were there when I was there earlier. Whoever did that must have fixed it already. Or if that was a glitch, it's been repaired. Okay, other messages here. Okay, nothing there I need to deal with. And Jay says, how'd editing go? Well, the video's not done, but it's almost done. I have a rough cut, and I did a test export. The 4K footage is hard to work with and time-consuming, but when I did the test export, it looked good. So, that's the point. So, even though I don't have all the camera angles exactly picked out where I want them, it's a lot of progress. I sat down at, I think it was around 7:30 when I decided not to stream at 8:30, and then I worked on the edit until 1:30. So, yeah. like, to really get good momentum on editing, I need to just be able to sit down for 6 hours without being interrupted, and I don't get that very often. Which is why my sleep schedule is so messed up. Yeah, y'all might have noticed that I either am having a terrible sleep cycle, or there's no videos coming out. And that's just because, like, what I was basically doing was just not going to bed every third or fourth night to edit videos. I haven't figured out a good way to edit during the day. Because there's, like, always too much other stuff competing for my attention. But yeah, well, I went to bed... Well, that's why I started editing at 7:30 instead of started editing after the stream. I skipped the stream to edit. Because if I had started at 10:30, I would have been up, what, until 4:30. Or I would have just been like, I'm too tired, I'm not going to do this at all. And it would have gotten pushed off more, which I'm trying to avoid. Ugh. But I had to wake up to get Corinne breakfast made anyway. Okay, one last pick to fix. That was almost a cool landing. Almost. And that's the problem, Captain. Almost. Okay, so we can put our pickaxes up. Hold on to that one. Get rid of the rest for right now. Free up inventory space. We'll keep that. Yeah, it's a colossal scale pinball machine. It's intended to be large. Why am I going that way? Excuse me. Well, that was a mistake. I was just thinking, like, wow, I feel like I really should get started on all of my weekly stuff but I feel like I'm still digesting too much to be cognitively fully there. And then I flew into a wall repeatedly without a totem. Yep. Yep. It's fine. So how much of this stuff all fell off the edge? Most of it. Okay. Good to know. Great. Okay. So we're missing one shovel at least, one pickaxe. There's the one pickaxe. There's the shovel. So we got all 4 shovels now. We got our totem back. Yeah, I think that was everything. None of these guys are working around netherite or anything. Did I lose my TCG trophy hat? Yeah, I think I did. You're right. Might be good to find that if we can. Yep, this guy's got it. So, what's the best way to get that back? We just dig a pit under him and then hit him a few times. Hopefully don't drop him into the lava. Which is the one with the trophy hat. There it is. I can't lock him in. No, there's no real way to isolate from the other pigmen. Because I only have 3 blocks left. I'll try and get some more blocks, but I don't know if it's going to help much. Because the problem is, it's hard to wall these guys in because they, what do you call it? Take up space. They occupy volume, and then I can't, do anything. Okay, we got our hat back! I really should have had the sounds turned on. It's fine. It was a stressful escape. I wasn't gonna leave. If you leave, you'll never find that pigman in particular again. And I'm not going to carry a bow and arrow around with me all the time, assuming that I'm going to have to kill somebody. That's, like, I don't know, defeatist. Why would I assume everywhere I go I need to impale somebody with an arrow? I don't want to live that kind of life. Oh yeah, I forgot to put these down. Morning, Lakshmi 13. Hope you feel better. Okay, let me check my phone. Okay. We have not gotten any, we are an hour and a half into the stream. Just as a quick reminder, we are 20 away from our next face camera expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. throw the bit of that down there. Okay. There was a thing. Oh, I forgot about it because I'm tired. But let me fix that real quick. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Bum bum bum. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Bum 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 dun 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 dun. Do 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 do. Da 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 dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, sorry, my brain is just not caught up yet after eating breakfast. Do 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 do. Oh. Wow, that didn't even show up as a new message because that was such a long message. Okay. So, Tommy writes, wall of text incoming. Okay, I've got the first draft completed. I'll provide you the outline now, and my questions so far after. The current content is as follows. Header image. Intro. DS9 upgraded. Told folks to let us know if there's any issues in DS9 ops. DS9 event schedule. Currently has Pride Parade, June petitions, Summer Solstice Parade, and Map Art Contest. Everstorm obituaries. Modded SMP. Vanillish SMP. Pinball tournament. Notable streams. Currently has the Latu Craft stream VODs. Upcoming conventions and farewell. A few questions so far. For the map art build contest, is there still am I still a choice for a judge? I'd like to have that confirmed now, so as opposed to worrying about it in the future. I don't remember. Great question. I don't remember. I feel like that's the sort of thing I should know. Evan says, why the slow mode? Oh, I meant to have that on months ago, and then I noticed that when the people were spamming the other day, it wasn't on anymore. It's, slow mode is how it is. There's a default slow mode on Twitch, too. It stops, like, one person from coming in and spamming 25 messages with bots or whatever. And so, yeah. I'm not sure when that got turned off, but I put it back on after I realized it had gotten turned off. But YouTube's, like, chat control stuff is nightmarishly hidden and obfuscated, and they keep changing it. So, yeah, sometimes I'll set something up one way, and then I'll be like, how come that isn't working? But, like, oh, it wasn't working for literally months? Great. Tommy says derailed after only one of my questions. That's a new record. Well, Tommy, if you were here on the call, I would have been derailed earlier. So, you know, that's why. It's because without you distracting me, I get off topic less efficiently. The DS9 upgrade was on... Oh, the DS9 upgrade to 120 later this week. Yeah, that does need to be mentioned. People should expect that. Will there be a 120 Bahala reset? I think that's likely, but I don't want to promise it, because I don't know what my week looks like. The last 4 or 5 days were so incredibly challenging to plan. Because, like, basically, this time of year, it's like the last couple weeks my kid is here for the whole, and then she leaves for the summer. And so, like, if we're out somewhere and then somebody's like, hey, we're nearby, you want to come join us and do something fun? It's hard for me to be like, no, I gotta go edit. Because I'm like, well, my daughter's only here for another 10 days or 8 days. We should go meet up with those people that she'll want to see. Because otherwise it'll be 2 months, right? Like, so committing to everything I committed to last week was, like... Or everything that didn't involve my daughter kind of got backburnered somehow and slid. And so... And I can't promise I'm going to do better this week. So, I don't know. Even without special loot, a reset for armor trims would be good. Oh, do they go... Is there a cherrywood biome in the middle of the Bahala chunks? Yeah, I can promise a Bahala reset with without the loot. So... okay, yeah. Basically all the questions that I've already skimmed are things where I'm like, I don't know, I'll figure that out next week after my kid is gone. Okay. I'm too far behind on everything that I didn't do last week. Which I know some of these questions are about the things I didn't do last week. Do we have a reset date for Everstorm? No. Am I more prepared to set one now than I was last week? No. Like that... that's the sort of thing, I'll figure that out after the video is done, too. Like, because I'm behind on the video, and when I'm behind on the video, I don't want to, like, waste energy on anything else. April Everstorm channel should be archived. When will Vanillish be getting voice mod added per petitions? When I get time to work on the server, which will be after the video is out. The video is not out yet, and I don't know when the video is coming out, so that's that. Toxic is holding a poll for what to add to the SMP. Is the launch date still the 13th of June? I think so. Because that's after my kid leaves, and so I think... Wait, is it? I don't know. Maybe. Yes. That's... The launch date is still the 13th of June. What are the pinball results for high speed to the getaway? I haven't logged in to get those because I'm behind on everything. Did we have a game run last week? No, we skipped it because of the holiday. Do we have a game running this week? I was going to start it after I finished the episode. Are there any other streams we want in the notable stream section besides the craft streams? I can't think of any. That doesn't mean there aren't, but I can't think of any, so I won't be upset if you can't think of any either. Did TGD confirm its spring and fall release dates yet? Not to my knowledge. If they had, they'd be on the website. If they're not on the website, then it's still in save the date, but don't commit mode. Music City Multicon says online tickets are going on sale soon. That's good. Is there anything else missing? I don't know. So yeah, basically my brain is tired, and I don't know. This is where I'm at on like everything. Like, Tommy says incredible. Thank you, Joe. You're welcome. NJ says, anything you need me to do tonight since we canceled last week? No. Like I said, the whole problem is that there's just a bunch of last minute stuff that keeps popping up because my kid's about to leave town. Where like friends and family are like, hey, we're nearby, you want to hang out? And I'm like, I do. And from a work standpoint, I shouldn't, but it's not great for my kid not to get to see everybody before she leaves. So, the problem is, but, like, I'm not... Yeah, like, maybe if I had scheduled a whole bunch of stuff with everybody months ago, then there wouldn't be all this surprise stuff popping up now. But, like... I've got family just being like, hey, we're 3 blocks away. Mind if we pop in type of thing. And it's like... Even if I had the call with NJ, Tommy, like, it's not like NJ answers my phone and tells these people to leave me alone. No, you can see your granddaughter in September. Like that's not really NJ's job. Right? Like... Yeah, the manatee gag would be better at that. Tommy says, OMG, it's almost as if I were joking. I know you were joking. Oh, Kindleless, I thought that literally was the joke. Yeah, my brain is running in slow mode. Like, I mean, NJ, we can plan the summer better now that I know that I'm a failure. So that's good. So at least we got that sorted. Because NJ's been bothering me for weeks to figure out what my summer looks like. And I was like, well, that'll completely be different depending on whether or not I can make enough money off streaming and get paid for work I've done in the past to avoid having to withdraw a bunch of money from my retirement fund. So I was frantically streaming a lot last month to the point where I was behind on editing videos, trying to avoid that. And nope, absolutely did not hit my target. So I had to start the 10-day withdrawal process for a bunch of money from my retirement fund, which is really frustrating because, like, I'm going to get that amount of money in pay from some folks I did work for that just I haven't gotten paid for yet. And so basically I'll have I was trying to not take that money out, because once you take that money out, you have to pay a huge IRS penalty, and then you can't put it back in. So basically, the question was, am I going to have absolutely zero money this summer because I barely scraped by and avoided taking the money out of the retirement fund? Or am I going to have thousands of extra dollars that I can't put back in the retirement fund and that I need to instead invest in the business in the most productive ways possible? So it's like, okay, are we in spend money to make money mode, or are we in we have no money to spend mode? And I told NJ I'm not going to know that until around June 5th. But basically, if I haven't been paid by June 5th, and I'm going to have to take that money out to pay my quarterly taxes, we need to start that process June 5th. And then when I get paid on, like, June 16th by the folks that owe me money, then I'm going to have all this extra cash I'm sitting on, and we need to have a good plan to spend it. So, spend money to make money equals buy a new bed. What's wrong with my bed? I don't think anything's wrong with my bed. I was going to, like, buy more editing and recording equipment. And, plan some travel to play children's card games with people. I assume your bed is like your fold-out chair. Why would my bed be like my fold-out chair? I don't... So... I have a good mattress, and the box spring I had to slice in half with a, or saw in half to fit into the room. But, like, that means, why would I buy a new one? I'd have to saw the new one in half, too, to fit it into the room, because the apartment has a stupidly awkward hallway that's not designed to get queen-size box springs into the master bedroom, which you think would be, like, a fundamental requirement for having a master bedroom. But whatever. Whatever. What? But yeah, I'm not going to go buy a second box spring to slice in half when I've already sliced this one in half and reassembled it. I mean, the reasons I don't sleep are things like I can't, I mean, yeah. Like, there's no problem with the bed. I mean, it'd be nice to have, like, build a headboard for it to replace the one, that I had to give up when I got married. Which I wish I had put to storage. But, like, that's not, I'm not gonna sleep better with a nice headboard. I mean, Tommy, I can get you the pinball results. Hold on. You're gonna have to alt text them yourself and post them in the thing, but let me open Pinball FX3 real quick. One second. I gotta do this on the monitor that has the Discord chat, so I won't be able to read the Discord for a minute. Where's the controller tournaments? Okay, how do I take a screenshot in Windows? New. Okay, Tommy, this is heading your way shortly. 2023. Oh. Getaway. Wait, no, that's not it. Dang it. Upload a file. Pictures. Sending it to you directly, Tommy. You can post it in the newsletter. Oh, Oh, I screwed up. I didn't mean to come this way. Jeppe wants to know what this stands for. I'm working on it. You should hopefully see soon. I don't know why y'all are so scared of guitars. Ominous banjo storage system. Suddenly banjo. The thing is, without that sound, we wouldn't have whatever this is. I'm not sure how it works exactly. I'm not an expert. Dang it. Oh, Kindle is basically, it's a police car that says all colors are beautiful on the side. Which is obviously the same acronym as assigned cop at birth. Which people think is funny. Is there a plan for the coin door? Yeah, build the coin door. It's not there yet. Oh, dang it. I lost all those levels I was going to use to rename Pearl's stuff. Fine. Should probably just be naming those as we go. But, like, what a hassle. Taking time, just... I don't even know what that is. Is that a jackhammer? Or a pneumatic jack or something? I think a jackhammer might be a pneumatic hammer. I'm not an expert on this stuff. Yeah, I think we're going to turn down the window mic while the jackhammer runs. Hopefully I don't have to actually go close the window, because that's extra work. Is just turning down the mic enough? Because it's in the lower register, so it might be getting filtered out anyway. Drubaka, have fun playing as a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle in your next campaign. That should be cool. Would the underside of the cabinet be painted? Nope. Welcome, Incredible Mike. Hope you're having a fantastic day today. We are just getting some final touches done on the machine here, and then we're going to record the outro. I spent about 6 hours editing the video last night. I've got a pretty strong, rough cut. I still need to make a few tweaks. I was planning on doing that while I watch the WWDC keynote, which starts in 1 hour and 20 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and try and get the finishing touches and polish on this, and then edit that together. Get that video on its way to YouTube. Now, granted, once I upload it, it still takes some time to transcode and everything, but I'm having I had a very productive evening last night. I'm having a very productive morning. Other than all the questions Tommy asked me about the newsletter, where the answer to all of them was, I still don't know, and I'm too focused on making the video to think about it. I shouldn't let myself get this far behind on videos, but since it's like my kids' last couple weeks here in town, we're going away to the other side of the family for the summer, I'm like, just like anything where it's like, oh, hey, do you and your daughter want to hang out? I'm sure she'd have fun. I'm like, yeah, we should do that. So I've done a great job of prioritizing my daughter and a terrible job of getting this video done. But, you know, last thing I want is for her to go away for 6 weeks and think the whole time, like, ugh, man, ever since I got out of school, my dad's been a total jerk who doesn't want to spend time with me. Like, that's no good. Like, and I warned her, though, like, okay, we're spending a lot of time together this weekend. Monday is one of my busiest days. I've got 3 streams, and I've got to edit. But, like, we have plans tomorrow and Wednesday and stuff like that. So, I think I should be doing my regular streams Wednesday and Tuesday morning, yeah. Because our plans shouldn't intersect that. But yeah, I don't have like a formal stream schedule for the week, because at this point, like, enough last minute stuff keeps popping up where it's like a family member will be like, hey, I happen to be in your part of town. Mind if I stop in? And I'm like, I kind of do mind, but it's really good for my daughter to get to see you before she leaves for the summer. So we'll make it work. Next week, things are going to get a little bit more structured. Although the week of the 19th, I'm not going to be streaming on the 19th because that's a federal holiday. And I'm going to be streaming remotely for part of that week and then taking the back half of the week off. Because I'll be in Wisconsin visiting some family up there and then going to a District 82 tournament. So you might see me on the Fox Cities Pinball stream, possibly, that week. Looks like Cleo is not streaming today. Okay. No, that's not a very angry house finch badger. Though I understand how you might think that after, because the way it's filtering out the low end of the jackhammer, it could sound like a very angry house finch if you were just hearing the mids and highs. But no, Incredimike says, good luck in the tourney. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm really excited. Honestly, this is my first, like, pinball tournament where some of the best players in the world are going to be there. If I just make a... If I can get into the middle third of the pack, that would be a huge achievement for me. But realistically, since this is my first time attending something like this, I'm kind of going into it looking at it like, okay, I've never been at a tournament this serious before. I'm going to learn kind of the social norms, the ground rules, you know, like, I'm going to familiarize myself with the format, like, all the stuff that I don't want to do next time. Like, this is kind of my practice big tournament. And then, because, like, my flipper skills are still developing, but as I get better at those, the last thing I want is to, like, show up and be like, haha, I have finally mastered the pinball arts, blah, 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 blah. I am prepared to duel. And then I get there and it's just like, oh, but I don't know where I'm supposed to wait for this, or I don't know when this thing that everybody else knows happens. When does this happen? Like, so this is like, okay, I'm not where I want to be as a player yet, but I'm on my way there, and I need to kind of figure it out, you know, and learn a little bit about how stuff like this is run. And I've also seen a lot of stuff like this streamed, and I might be helping with some of this stuff being streamed in Nashville in the future. So, like, right now I'm not really helping too much with the streams because my daughter's here, but over the summer when she's gone, that's going to be more of a thing for me. Because the thing is, the streams run super late, and I have to get her home for school in the morning on school nights. But I wouldn't, like, be responsible for that over the summer. So, learning how they stream these big tournaments differently from our local stuff will be valuable, too. But, yeah. Evanetta says, so no HHH today. It doesn't sound like it. Honestly, in some ways, that might be better because I really need to get this video edited anyway. But I do like streaming, but I'll see what else is... none of the other hermits really had any big projects this week, I don't think. Like, right now, like, a lot of people are kind of in a summer lull, too, where they're traveling or what have you, so... but yeah, if I can reclaim that time to spend with my daughter today, that would not be terrible. I'll see what it looks like. I'll see what it looks like if there's stuff going on and play it by ear. Yeah, I've never attended WWDC myself, Transit Biker, but I usually watch the keynote. I still have my Apple developer, is it called an Apple developer license? That thing you pay $100 a year for so you can export apps. Because I've occasionally had clients who needed, like, I don't do, like, from the ground up app development work, but I've had clients who were like, hey, we commissioned this company that went out of business to make us this app for, like, $100,000 5 years ago, but we need to upgrade it for the new iPhone. We don't want to make any changes to the app itself. but we need to recompile it and re-upload it, you know. And I'm like, okay, I can do that. And then the compiler throws, like, Xcode will throw a few errors, and I'll be like, okay, we need to change this line slightly because of this change. We need to change this slightly because of this. And, you know, I'll make, like, 12 to 16 little minor tweaks, and then I'll, you know, here's your app. So, but I am always curious what they announce, especially since, like I said, I'm gonna have this extra money in the budget for hardware upgrades. Figuring out, like, right now my current hardware for editing is not great at 4K stuff, and I know that's the future. I've been really trying to push the limits of what I can do with my current editing rig. So I'm probably going to try and upgrade that sometime in the next 6 to 12 months. So if they announce hardware changes today, that'll be big for me. I know that WWDC isn't always full of hardware announcements, but sometimes there are some. They're like, hey, you know, we had this thing we wanted to talk about anyway. Especially because the new ARM chips kind of threw off the whole cadence of releases and stuff. Have I played Tango of the Tech? You mean Decked Out 1? I played Decked Out 1, but Decked Out 2 isn't out yet. Is Call of Cthulhu still on the horizon? Yeah, I still noodle on it occasionally. I just haven't had time to sit down and work on it. Like I feel like my life is just like I'm constantly behind on everything. And then NJ says, like, well, can you have someone else do that for you? And I'm like, well, the things that are taking time are, like, going to the store to buy camp supplies for my kid, or, like, making dinner, or cleaning up from dinner, or, you know, dropping my kid off and picking her up at school. It's like stuff that, like, it doesn't really... Like, I don't feel like I'm losing a lot of time on stuff I can delegate. I feel like I'm losing a lot of time on stuff that I have to do myself. Like, unless I hired a nanny, which I can't afford, and I don't want to do. Because, like, part of the whole point of working for myself is that I am there for my kid myself. But, like, I don't know. I definitely constantly don't feel like I have enough time. But I don't know what to do about it. So, we'll see how things go this summer. Developer membership. Yeah, that's what it is. Where are we on the abacus? We are 20 away from our second face camera expansion milestone. Like, I'm just not even going to stress out about that, though. Because, like I said, the goal was to make enough money from streaming that I didn't have to pull money out of my retirement fund. And I did not hit that goal. So, I've already had to start that transfer anyway. So, like, at this point, I'm just going to play Minecraft. Kindless tipping 22 writes, Kindless here reminding you to post that PayPal link. Thank you, Kindless. That gets us 18 away from our next face camera expansion milestone after this one. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. And here we go. It's time to expand. Joe. Okay. So, dun 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 dun. Okay, we're gonna put some of this stuff away. Howdy, X. Hey, Tanisha, it's going well. Do 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 do. Bum bum bum. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry I couldn't stay longer when I popped into your stream the other day. It was just one of those things where it's like, oh, I have been meaning to follow back Tanisha, and I keep forgetting. And somebody mentioned you in a conversation, and I was like, oh, I know that person. Why am I not following? Oh, Evan, thank you very much for the 5. Who writes, also reminding people to have fun, anything they're doing, because life should be fun. I try. It's going to put us 13 away from our next face camera expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. It is going well. We're about to wrap up the recording of my next video by blowing up a bunch of this stuff. So first thing we need to do is we need to separate out which shulkers are full, which ones are empty. Okay, so this one's... That one's partially empty. This one's completely empty. That one's completely empty. Full, full, full. Okay, so we have... These ones are sand and... Okay, I think most of the rest of these are actually completely empty. We want that sand. Andesite can go in there. Okay. So these ones can go in here. I can consolidate that down into that one too, I think. No, I wanted that. Okay. Emily Jane, thank you for the 2, who says, hello from a very sunny Northern Ireland. Well, howdy to a very sunny Northern Ireland. That puts us 11 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. Thank you very much, Emily Jane. Okay, so this one's now empty. That one we can go in there. That one's now got a bunch of stuff in it. So we're going to take the 5 empty ones, and we're going to put those in the sand. We're going to take those and put them up here. Yeah. Yeah, sand and TNT and stuff. Okay. Oh, that one's actually full of good stuff. We'll put that one back here. what we're going to do is we're going to put a thin layer of TNT over this entire thing here. Uh-oh. I have too many boxes. We're going to put a thin layer of TNT over that whole lower area. And then what that's going to do is it's going to roughen the texture of the deep slate so it matches the tunnel walls. Welcome, Chamomile. And it looks like Tommy just got our newsletter. Let me see if I can get that newsletter posted for anybody else who wants to read it. Newsletter 48 from our community liaison. That Tommy boy just went out. I haven't read it myself yet. Ooh, that new Nether hub is looking good. I like the is that a galaxy at the bottom there? Very cool. Very cool. Okay. Whoops, I accidentally closed the YouTube chat instead of that tab. That was a mistake. Reopening that. Pop out chat. There we go. Okay, actually, I'm gonna tweak the slow mode because it doesn't need to be a full minute. How much does YouTube let me do that? Yeah. So, let's set them both to 5 seconds. Twitch and... So I turned the Twitch one down from 10 a few weeks ago, and it's been generally okay, but sometimes 3 seconds isn't enough for me to moderate. Okay. So, I feel like there was some down here that I didn't quite pick up, or maybe I did. Okay. Okay. You're worried there might not be anything at all inside. Da 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 do 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 bum ba dum do 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 do. Yeah, so this is 3 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So about 42 shulkers that will take to pearl worth of stuff that we've blown up. Oh, actually, I need rockets out. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna go grab a bucket of water real quick. Do I not have a bucket of water? Womp womp. There it is. One bucket. It's not of water yet. That did not go the way I was hoping. We'll just... doing it live. Galaxy was by Magenta in the newsletter. Walls and Hole in the Bedrock by me. Ah, very cool. I don't think if I deleted the stone, it would have helped. Okay. I think we are going to put some water up here, though. Let's try and stop any explosions from hitting over that way. Dun, dun. Do, 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 do. Ba-da-dun, dun, dun. That's unfortunate. Okay, I think there's a water source block up here, so we'll make some extra buckets. Okay. Let's try it like this. Oops. Even that wasn't what I wanted, actually. Come on. It's fine. I mean, I kind of at this point can't even. Like... You know what? I tried. I'll rebuild it. As long as the spawner itself doesn't get destroyed, I feel like it's fine. Okay, this is, we're going to call that good enough. Okay. So now TNT. What's that thing called where you, like, cover the paper in charcoal and then erase part of it? It's, like, subtractive, or something. It's, not deleterious, but it's, reductive. It's negative etching. Yeah, I feel like I forget what word I was even trying to think of about thinking. Okay. I feel like I don't have as much TNT as I thought I was going to have here, too. Subtractive charcoal drawing, yeah. Okay, I think we're about ready to start the recording. Total Chaos was a lot of fun, but we still have more to do over here. I started clearing this out with just the magic of beacons and shovels and picks, but I realized to get a good kind of feel to it, we want to really etch out kind of a surface that feels, instead of being all flat, more like the walls of the pit, right? We want to have a big channel here to fly through, and we want it to feel right. So what I'm doing is I'm taking a bunch of TNT and putting it right above the deep slate layer, and I'm hoping it blows out a bunch of the blocks. Now, this might not be enough TNT to do that. I put a bunch of it over in that lip there because I wanted that to feel like it kind of caved into the main shaft well. And so we are just kind of walking backwards into the mining pit there. You can see, though, that little waterfall I put to protect our skeleton spawner. Don't want to blow up that skeleton spawner if we can avoid it. I mean, the actual thing probably could use some work, like the mechanism and stuff, but, like, if we destroy the spawner block itself, no more skeletons either way. So hopefully that's nice and safe inside that protective waterfall there, because I'm not taking a lot of what the kids would call precautions here. I'm just scattering a whole bunch of TNT and then going to get a flame bow and arrow, I guess. Yep, that was all the TNT I had. I did not bring the flame bow and arrow with me for safety reasons. Okay, I'm actually realizing from a replay mod standpoint, we've entered and exited the game a bunch, or the portal a bunch. So if I want to have this outro be a high 4K high quality stream, we need to create a new replay file. So we need to finish saving the old replay file first. I'm gonna have a sip of my coffee. Waiting for that last replay file to save. This is going to save me so much time in editing, though. It might, like trying to set up a replay file where you've gone through a portal. If it doesn't break the replay file entirely, it can add like 10 to 20 minutes to every render. It's super obnoxious. And especially if I end up doing this from more than one angle later. We're going to be glad that we did this right now. Let's check on, while that runs, let's check on our countdown here. WWDC starts in 45 minutes. So, I was planning on doing some editing during WWDC because I really want to get this next episode out the door. Just as a reminder, while we wait, tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Okay. Come on, replay mod. The thing is that bar that says 0, it's not actually at 0. It's working. It will say 0 until it hits 100%. The bar isn't working, but the software is running in the background. Or anyway. Lightning Aussie, I am definitely going to be watching WWDC. I've still got my Apple developer license, and I'm curious to see what they announce. So we're trying to wrap up this recording. I just need replay mod to finish. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. So we have the... We're going to fly around for a minute just to make sure everything loads in properly. For replay mod, there we go. And... our pals Cub and Green were pretty cool looking hanging out on top of this geode before. So I think I'm going to hang out on top of this geode and take a perfectly aimed arrow into there. Let's see how this goes. Whoa! So some of that TNT migrated a bit more than I was expecting. Doesn't look like our storage got blown up, which is good. Skeleton spawner is intact here. One TNT somehow didn't go off. Sorry, TNT buddy. But yeah, in general, if we just light this up a little bit. Whoa. I was gonna say, we can throw some arrows in here to light it up temporarily. Does this look more uneven in a visually appealing way? It's hard to say. Ooh. Wait, did that skeleton kill the creeper? Did we get a thing from that? Okay. Core concept, I'm realizing that was not enough TNT. Boy, that really looked like a lot of TNT, didn't it? That was not enough TNT to get a satisfying tunnel in here perfectly. Did that blow out the front of our geode a little bit? Honestly, it did, but it does look kind of cool. So I'm fine with it. But yeah. Okay. We might have some more work to do here. But that's all I've got time for today. You know, okay. Let's try that again. maybe we just throw some torches in and then do the outro. Let's throw some torches in so we can show what it looks like better. We don't need to mob-proof it or whatever. I just want to kind of show... It is a pretty good mob farm. You're not wrong. Uh-oh, so we did blow up some of the wood up there, too. We need to go use the nighttime bed, and then we'll do the final outro. Oh. Get a new totem in our offhand too. Okay. I mean, we could go back and get more TNT, but I feel like we need to wrap this episode up, so. Okay. Well, this canyon... No, it's not over with well. I've added a few torches, and it's pretty clear this canyon is not perfect, but it is a fantastic start at connecting our mines and our big old furnace up there. This is just an absolutely fantastic alternative to my old method of walking very slowly down this ladder. Before, if I wanted to go from the ovens up there down to the mine, we could try dropping off this ladder a little bit on the way down, then take some damage, and then it's just not efficient. We flew, like, there and back, like, twice in half the time it took me to get down the ladder alone. And then even when I was down here, I was like, now I gotta, like, jump skip to try and get... Not good. This is just gonna be a huge improvement. And, so that's... Thanks again to Jevin and Asuma for hooking me up with a ton of gunpowder there. Thanks to all the hermits who stopped by and helped out. And, you know, you might have noticed this episode was pre-roll ad-free. That's thanks to Patreon sponsor, Mr. Lance. Thanks, Mr. Lance. This episode was also mid-roll ad-free, thanks to Patreon sponsor, Bioduck. So in lieu of that mid-roll ad, I will now present a poetry prompt of my own devising. Subtractive engineering. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. So, I feel like we got enough in that recording there to make that work. Let's go ahead and disconnect and pull up replay mod. We gotta wait for that replay file to get in there. 7 minutes, 15 seconds. I don't think I put a marker in, although that would have been smart of me too. So let's... Whoop. So we're gonna roll that back to 30 seconds here. And we're gonna hit 1x speed. Yeah, we wasted a lot of those in the air. I should have buried those in the ground. Okay, we're gonna add that to queue with HC9-066 real-time first person E1. And add to queue, close, and then we're going to save as FP. We're gonna then erase that keyframe there and that keyframe there. And for the same time period, we're gonna show just like what's going on from right here. Maybe from back here, but with okay. Let's try playing that. Yeah, that was suboptimal. Whew, okay. Whoops. Okay. So we can go ahead and make sure that if I've had folding going this whole time. No, okay. So these should be at 4K 60 frames a second. So we'll set that up to start rendering. These are pretty short. Like these are a few seconds. So these won't take me too long, but we are going to go ahead and read somebody else. Dee-da-dee-dee. 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 Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Bum, 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 bum. Hey. It looks like, hey, Tanisha, who was here before, is streaming now. We're going to go ahead and raid Tanisha. Looks like Tanisha is playing some Minecraft. When you get over there, our raid message is, howdy, y'all, Joe Hill's raid here. I'm going to go watch WWDC and edit this video. So, I'm not sure if there's going to be an HHH time stream today. There will definitely be a nighttime stream tonight, though. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. Do-do-do-do.